Hello everyone, today I have something very exciting to announce. There is another big community-hosted tournament that's coming up, and I'm not talking about the second free-play competition that I will host in a few weeks, no. This is a boss tournament that is organized by SGB, Bob, Spanny, and Oliniku. And I will be keeping all of you updated with how the tournament is going with regular videos throughout the entire thing. But first, let me show you how the tournament is set up. It begins on the 23rd of June, which is in 6 days from now, and that's the qualifiers. It consists of one round, so one boss challenge, and it will last for 2 weeks, so you got plenty of time to qualify. And at the end of the 2 weeks, the 64 players with the best score submitted will have qualified into the tournament. After that, we move on to the group stage. Here, the 64 players will be divided into 4 groups of 16, and then all groups will play 5 rounds plus a tiebreaker if needed, and each round you can earn up to 2 points. If you finish a round in the top 4 of your group, you will be awarded 2 points for that round. If you finish 5th to 8th, then you will be awarded 1 point, and no points if you finish 9th to 16th for that round in your group. In the group stage, each round lasts for 5 days and then 2 days break to check the results, and then the next round will start. Once all rounds have been played, the top 4 players in each group will move on to the playoffs. These 16 players will now face each other in a 1v1 elimination bracket. Lose any 1v1 and you're out. Here, each round is also 5 days, followed by a 2-day break to check the results. And once we are down to just 2 players remaining, it's time for the grand final. This will also be just 1 round, and it will last for 4 days, and then the winner will be crowned. You won't need any mods to participate in the tournament. The restrictions that will be applied can all be done without any mods, and to participate you must record each boss tier 1 to 5, starting the recording before the boss fight starts and ending the recording after the ranked timer has stopped and the ongoing round has ended. But you do not need to record your entire game, only the boss fights themselves. Now, here is how the tower restrictions will work. Since you don't need to record the rounds in between the boss fights, you are actually allowed to use banned towers during this time, but they have to be sold before the boss fight starts. So, for example, if the dart monkey is banned, you can use the dart for round 1 to 39, for example, but you have to sell them before the boss fight starts. You're also not allowed to use their abilities right before starting the fight in order to carry the effects during the boss. For example, if villages are banned, you're not allowed to use a homeland defense on the end of round 39 and then sell it before the boss fight starts, because the ability stays even though the tower is sold, so that would count as you using a banned tower during the boss fight. As for getting the banned towers back again, you have to wait until you have finished the boss and the ongoing round as well, and then you're allowed to start using the banned towers again until the next boss fight. Another type of restriction that will be applied to make the bosses more original is something that is very much up my alley: tower placement restrictions. For some bosses, you will be restricted to only a certain area of the map, but again, you only need to record the boss fights themselves, so the restriction only applies during the boss fight. Throughout this tournament, a big variety of bosses will be played on a lot of different maps with different restrictions and different ranked modes. Timed, least cash, least tiers, all will be played. No mods are allowed, and no third-party software, no auto-clickers, no macros, or anything that gives you an advantage over others, but save states will of course be allowed. And I have graciously decided to sponsor the tournament, so the winner will be taking home $1 million in cash and unmarked bonds. Trust me. No, there will be no prizes other than the glory of being the best boss player in the game, which I assume will end up being me, if I participate. The tournament has a Discord server which you will need to join to make your submissions. There you can also ask questions if anything is unclear to you, and you can discuss the tournament with other players. And there is also a site that will keep track of the bracket for the tournament, and both of these links will be in the description below. As I mentioned, I will keep all of you updated with videos throughout the entire tournament. After each round is played, I will go through the submissions and make a video to let you know which players got which scores, which got eliminated, and which moved on to the next stage. In these videos, I will feature gameplay from several players of that round, and I will do my best to show gameplay from a variety of players so that as many people as possible gets to be included in the videos. Although if other big YouTubers participate in the tournament, which I'm sure they will, I will avoid using their gameplay since they probably want to show that themselves on their own channels. This, I think, will be a lot of fun. A lot of you enjoyed my first free play competition that we did a few weeks ago, and you really liked the video comparing the different players. And this is gonna be very similar. We will see a lot of super high level strats and compare them against each other. And by the way, if you're going to participate in the tournament, since you only need to record the boss tiers, the recordings won't take up that much space on your PC, so try to make sure to record in the highest quality that you can. And also, it's not currently in the set of rules in the Discord server, but will probably be added to the rules section soon. You obviously cannot speed up your recording 50x in your editing software, because then you can't see what's going on. And they will probably set the rules so that your recording can only be sped up to maybe 2x speed or something, but personally I would prefer if you just don't speed it up at all, because that would make the editing easier for me. Anyway, that's the gist of the tournament. There has been 1 or 2 community hosted tournaments before, and it's always a lot of fun when everybody has their focus on the same thing and everyone's excited about it. So I'm really looking forward to it. I hope as many of you as possible will participate in the tournament, and I will try to make time to participate myself, but I do have a lot of other things to make videos about as well. It might be difficult to have enough time to make a serious attempt each round, while also making the results videos for each round, and also making regular videos outside of the tournament at the same time, and also maybe going outside sometime this summer, but I will do my best. Anyway, stay tuned for updates on the tournament, and I will see you in the next one.